one person to another person in the form of buyer to the seller, and also it is transfer of ownership from the buyer to the seller. So that is a sale of goods. Here we have to include two parties must be there and price must be fixed over here, and the future date or a current date contract or agreement should be clearly mentioned over here. In this case study, the students is going to discuss about the sale of goods with the breach of contract. Here the breach of contract means if the two parties in the agreement means one party is failure to accept their agreement as given in their contract, that is known as breach of contract. Under that, the case study is going to discuss about the students' law.
Breach of contract under sale of goods. This case study explains a business dispute under commercial law related to the sale of goods. It focuses on how a contract is formed, how it is breached, and what legal remedies can be available to the affected party. The case highlights the importance of following legal rules in business transactions. A retailer who owns a clothing shop enters into an agreement with the wholesaler. The retailer orders 200 branded shirts for resale during a festive season. The contract terms were delivery within 10 days, shirts must be of a specific brand and premium quality, payment to be made after delivery. Both parties agreed with these conditions, forming a valid contract. Now the situation. The wholesaler delivers the goods on time. However, the checking the products, the retailer finds several issues. Like around 80 shirts are defective. Many shirts are of different brand. The quality is much lower than the promised before. Because of this, the retailer cannot sell the products, and the retailer faces potential loss during the festive season. The retailer immediately rejects the goods and refuses to make the payment.
This case includes some legal issues. This case falls under the Sale of Goods Act 1950. Main legal issue: breach of contract. The goods do not match the agreed quality and brand. This is a violation of essential terms of contract. Implied conditions. According to law, goods must be mercantile quality. Delivery of defective goods. Supply defective items is a clear breach. Therefore, the wholesaler has failed to fulfill the contractual obligations. Rights of the buyer, retailer. Under commercial law, the buyer has several rights: right to reject the goods, and right to refuse payment, right to claim damages for losses, right to ask for replacement or refund. Since the breach is serious, the buyer can cancel the contract.
The seller has legal duties to deliver goods as per contract, to maintain agreement, quality standard, status, to ensuring goods may describing various of to so resulting breach of contracts, legal liabilities to company the buyer. If the dispute contract they taking legal actions, possible result included damages, company of financial losses, referral for goods, refer of payment if agreed paid, sort of loss of contract date, goodwill, example, contract terms, nature of defect, loss suffering by buyer.
The retailer rejects the defect goods. The wholesaler is held responsible. Compulsion of replacement is ordered. Business relationship between parties may be ended. Conclusion: the case study clearly shows that a void contract must be strictly followed. Supplying effective goods lead to legal conclusion. Commercial law protect that rights of buyer and ensure fair trade. Business must maintain quality and honest to avoid dispute and loss. If you want, I can also give.
The student have discussed about the case study. In this case study, they are concluded with that if you are putting a contract over here, means we have to follow the rules and regulations according to the contract. If there is any restriction or a breach of contract over here. So we can rectify over it by giving it. So that is a conclusion over here. So we have to